Park, laps are winding down. Johnny Benson now moving back in, trying to put that Duraloop car, Brandon LaJoy, a lap down. Benson about 4 car lengths in front of the second place car. There's a battle back on the racetrack. Elton Sawyer and the 08 of Bobby Donner.
Now they are battling for the 3rd position. Jason Keller has moved up into the 2nd position now. Keller is gaining. Once he got around, Elton Sawyer is gaining on Johnny Benson.
And here's a wild scramble. Take a look at what Dennis Setcher's looking at here. In the car number 42, the Band-Aid machine. Pontiac, that's Tommy Houston. Back bumper right in front of him. The Meyer Red Devil on Amble's Ford. And Houston is looking at the back of Jeff Fuller.
And he's been up beside him, and Jerry, he's tried everything in the world the last 5 or 6 laps to move around Jeff Fuller, but just simply has not been able to do it. Of course, Fuller right there on Kevin LePage in the car number 71.
That's 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. That's 71, 47, 6, and 42. As they go by the car number 88 of Marty Ward.
Now these guys are almost a half a lap behind Johnny Benson. He's sitting out there with not much traffic except sail.
There's LePage, Fuller, Houston. Let's go down to the pits and check in with John Kernan.
Jerry Chadwell is still sitting here. They've just got the old battery out. And with the help of Nelson Crozier, my able assistant who also works with Jerry, we've got the scope meter here. You can see the battery's reading right around 11 volts DC. It should be at least right around 12.5 volts. So that's the problem. Kevin LePage, I'm told, out on the track, a little bit of a problem, but just 1.5 volts, and he was dropping, probably a little over 1,000 RPMs out there, Jerry.
Well, thanks, John. We understand now what Chad Little's problem was. Here's the problem LePage had a moment ago.
Yeah, he got sideways. Look, he almost lost it, and the train went by on the inside. He was right in front of that group, you remember, when we were watching them a little bit ago. And looked like he might have got just a little bit of a tap there and got it crossface. 4 or 5 cars went by, but he's still going.
He might have had a little help there, indeed, up high on the racetrack, but indeed he will lose about 3 or 4 spots. Johnny Benson, our leader. Jason Keller in 2nd. And here is the 3rd and 4th place cars. There is Benson, our leader, car number 74. Keller, the 57 car. The 08 car has made the move into 3rd position. Good run for Bobby Donner.
And he's beginning to pull away from Elton Sawyer. Elton's car looks like it's not handled too well in the turn. Johnny Rumley all over him right now, as Elton has dropped back to the 4th position.
Now, Bobby Donner had qualified 5th, but apparently this morning had a problem with the engine. His engine builder told us that that engine he had in the car would last 20 laps at most. He didn't know what to do. So he had to go borrow an engine from Dennis Shoemaker. They borrowed a Jack 10 motor that is maybe one of the strongest motors I've had all year. I've got a chance to win this thing. Let's check in with Bill Weber.
Well, I'm down here in the pits of Bobby Donner, and these guys are cheering and hopping around. They're having a great time. That high school car is really coming to the front in the 3rd. The big story here is Bobby Donner wasn't even in that car last week. They're trying to iron out the ownership change that Jerry ahead has talked about. Jerry mentioned high school is happy with their driver, and after that gets worked out, they'll probably be happy with their owner, and if he keeps coming to the front, they might be happy with the race winner, but Bobby Donner on the move in the 3rd in the high school.
Boy, what a great run for Bobby Donner. Young man trying to improve on his best finish of the year. 5th place twice this year at Hickory and Myrtle Beach. Green flag racing at Indianapolis Raceway Park as laps are winding down. Just about 54 remain here. Back with more in a moment. Back at Indianapolis Raceway Park, and you might tell that we are under caution for the 6th time today. And the caution, the reason for the caution, our leader, Johnny Benson, apparently having a problem over in turn 2, and Not sure whether he may have cut a tire or just sort of lost it. Let's take a look.
Well, there he is, and all of a sudden, the back end just goes around on the Lipton T Chevrolet, Jerry. Does a 360, keeps it going. Look at the cars going by. Here it is again. As it goes into the turn, the back end just gets out from under him. He clips the wall just a little bit. Don't think he did much damage there. Great job of driving by Johnny Benson.
You hate to speculate, but you almost wonder if he didn't hit something on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Maybe a car in front of him may have put something down. Let's look once again from Jason Keller.
Yeah, it looks like his right rear tire just might have hit a spot of oil or something, because it just went out from under it.
He did a whale of a job to keep that car out of the wall. Let's check in on the pits with John Kernan.
I just talked to Johnny's crew chief, Steve Burton. Steve says that Johnny radioed back in and says he must have hit some oil because the car just went around, as you can see out there on the tape. I asked Steve if he might have flat spotted the tires, but Steve said, no, Johnny says the car and the tires are okay.
Well, the NASCAR rule is that they allow you 2 sets of tires here under caution. Let's check in the Bob Donner pit. Let's see if Bobby Donner pit, see if his dad is with Bill Weber.
Well, I'm here down here with our crew chief, actually. That's Lloyd Kenny. What's Bobby telling you, Lloyd?
The car's working real good. The High Tool Chevrolet, Loop Tech, everything's working real good right now. We only put right side tires on when we pulled in for a pit stop, but it's hanging in there real good right now. We got a good race car.
How's your week been? Obviously, you're trying to get some of your ownership problems ironed out. Has your driver been able to focus on the wheel aspect of the sport?
Well, things are, working ahead right now. We're still got some things to do yet. It's not done yet, but hopefully we'll get things cleared up here in the next week or so.
Okay. Looking for Bobby Donner to come to the front here in the last 50 laps or so of this race. Back upstairs.
Now, Bobby Donner was in partnerships with the guys named Ron and Lee Smith at MPH Racing Equipment. And now Bobby was going to leave that team and go drive for Dennis Shoemaker because they were going to buy him out. And now Bobby decided he's going to buy them out. They're trying to get the paperwork worked out. Make a long story short, hopefully middle of next week, Bobby Donner will own that team, and the High Tool people will be back with him next year. He'll have his own operation with total control. That's exactly what Bobby wanted. And apparently it's working, because tonight that car is like a rocket.
He's running very, very strong, no doubt about it. Here's Kevin Ray. Looks like his car has stalled on him down in turn 1.
And Fedewa may have gotten in some of that oil over there, as his car also possibly slipping and sliding. Let's see if we can take a look. Top part of your screen, see him sliding.
Yeah, spins all the way around.
Loops it around. And
there was something on the track there.
Great camera work, guys. We picked up that oil and those spins in turns 1 and 2. Under caution for the 6th time. Back with more from IRP in a moment.